the core stability exercise for runners to keep your lower back pain free, in my opinion, but also evidence-based. This is a serious channel. Salut, c'est Stéphane from Safe Motions. I know there's a ton of workouts on the internet about the core. Some of them are great. Some of them might actually lead you to injuries, so it's difficult for you to choose. So today we're going to narrow down a little bit just to make sure you fit in that target. If you're a runner, if you've got some knowledge of core exercises, and maybe in your life sometime you might have already done some core exercises, like a plank for example. And if your back gets sore and tired, in particular after some long runs, then that video is for you. Anybody else? Just stick around, just for fun. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe not. Let's find out. According to research, one of the leading causes of lower back pain for runners, both elite and recreational runners, is weakness in deep core stabilizers. The problem with these muscles is that you can't activate them just like you activate your biceps to bend your arm. Actually, I just bought this. These are two vertebrae. This shows you impact, squeezes the disc. If you have a slight weakness in the disc, this is the intervertebral disc, this is the spinal cord, the nerve's coming out right here. If you go into flexion, boom, boom, it compresses the exiting nerve right there. Kind of makes me want to... The deep core stabilizers. These are tiny little muscles that run from this bit over here up to there, and then they run from this bit up to the vertebra above, and then down in all directions. There's sort of that crisscross of tiny little filaments that join the vertebrae together so that the vertebrae have some form of stability and don't dangle in your body all around the place. I mean, you already see what this kind of movement does in terms of damage to your spine. Imagine if you didn't have that stability and you were twisting or they were shifting back and forth in all directions. So these are the deep core stabilizers that we want to strengthen, and they're so difficult to access. Sit-ups are definitely not working on those. Planks, probably not, depending on how you do them. And so what you need to do in your exercises is try to challenge your body, put it in an unstable environment, and your job as a brain, because you're the brain, is to keep your lumbar spine and your pelvis as stable as possible despite the unstable environment. So for this exercise, I'm going to give you 3 levels, and all you need is a tennis ball. I use a pink massage ball because it shows better on the camera. Actually, a tennis ball would have been fine. Anyway, just use anything that's round and roughly the size of a tennis ball. Towel on the floor underneath your knee just to make sure that you're elevating your whole body a little bit away from the floor. And then we're going to do some bird dogs with the tennis ball on your back. The goal here is to do your bird dogs without letting the tennis ball fall off. Super simple, but try it out. It's not as easy as you think. Let me know how many times the ball dropped before you were able to do a set of 10. I think for me, the first time I tried that, like a million times. Now for the level 2, you're going to remove the towel and you're going to have your knees levitate above the floor. Your back feet are on the floor, you're on your toes, and you're trying to have your knees as close as possible to the floor without the knees touching the floor. And it's the same exercise, it's also a bird dog. How are you doing so far? Now this video is part of a series. There's at least one more video that I want to publish about core stabilization. In the meantime, I've already made a video about the core and stability, link in the description down below. Now let's level up that exercise a little bit. Level 3. And there's a harder one than level 3, the boss level, right after this one. Keep both your knees off the floor and you're gonna crawl forward. Same principle, keep the ball in the middle. Don't let it drop to the sides. The boss level now. Once you've mastered all of these, then you can try this. You're going to crawl backwards. If you get soreness in the back during your runs, the idea is that these core stabilizers are getting fatigued. So to prevent that, fly. Shorten up your run a little bit and do those exercises right after. We want to test those muscle stabilizers when you're fatigued. If they become really difficult to do after a run compared to before a run, then you know you need to work on those. And that's particularly true if you're an ultra runner and you're doing really long distances, and then the soreness in the back sort of kicks in after maybe 6 hours, 7 hours run. During your training, integrate these exercises. There's more exercises coming. When they're out, I'll put them here in the box, I think here. So I'll see you there. À bientôt!